All right, so we're back with day 24 of this series. Um, Last video did a lot better than I was expecting. So shouts out all the people of the world that enjoyed that post. Today I like to draw another person that I I don't know, I guess I enjoy. I don't know how to put it, but basically today I was at work and I was looking for a YouTube video and I saw it was like an 8 hour long compilation of Mr. Sam Sulek just kind of yapping in his car. I was like, you know what, man? That sounded pretty good. And so I just wanted to draw Mr. Sam. He's fun guy, cool guy. Obviously, if I could look like him, that'd be pretty sick. I will say, I think I did in terms of like the drawing part before I just get into yapping about how cool I think Sam Sulek is. Yeah, they're just how all of these videos keep ending up. Um, I think I did a much better job at adjusting the anatomy while I was drawing it rather than like here in the post commentary where I'm like, well, maybe I should have drawn this better. And it's like, no shit, Sherlock, maybe you should have thought of that, right? You can see here I was really trying to make sure that the arm and the everything like looked proportional because this was obviously another referenced image that I did steal from Sam Sulek's Instagram. Uh, but yeah, so again, I think I did a very good job at that, and I did try to make it colorful, but the issue is, um, with like I don't know, I guess with people, because with Moonwalker, he has like he has a vibe where it's like I don't know, he's just very like bombast, like I guess or like colorful. Like he wants you to be very colorful. But I think of like when I think of Sam trying to like think of a color that is him, I just think of very like calming blues, I guess is the only thing I could think of. And so I tried to implement that and it just could not because the issue is he's too calm of a person to like have I guess a lot of like color and flair in him, right? And so it was very hard to find something that felt like I guess accurately represented his like at least what I think when I think of Mr. Sulik. So yeah, that was a challenge and like just a bit of a tribulation. Is that? I don't even know if I use that word right. If I'm being 100% honest. But yeah, no. So I think my facial features are were a lot more on point here. I think the eyes and like the nose and all that stuff. It feels a lot more like Sam, which I think is obviously it's very. I think it's important. Um, here I'm just drawing like veins and like where I think I should add emphasis, and just some color contrast. Because if you actually look at a vein in real life, what you'll notice is, right, obviously you as the viewer go look at your bicep, flex it. Obviously, all of my viewers have to have 20-inch arms, like that's how that works. So, you're gonna look at your arm right now, and you'll see that you don't actually like have a different color to your vein. But this is what we're gonna call artistic expression because that's how that works. Like it's just like it's fun artsy stuff. And because I thought the red would have a good contrast with the blue, and though we do think the coloring here like it's consistent, like it's like on like an actual level, or I guess on an artistic level in terms of like the actual like I guess like the more principled aspect of how to do colors and all like the stupid nerd shit. It does technically make sense, right? However, however, just little inconveniency issue. Um, he's not like it's hard to make it feel good, I guess, because especially when you're just like a person, right? Um, like when you have clothes, you can have them be different colors, which creates a contrast. But when you're just a person that's shirtless and yoked and all that, what you do is you end up just kind of feeling like, oh, he's just kind of that. Like it's just kind of like okay, that's it just kind of already feels very complete. And so when it's monotone, the very colorful art style that I wanted to go for just kind of feels incomplete. And I would end up changing the blue by the end of the image, though it was very, I would say it was very quick by the end of it. But yeah, no, again, this was it was still fun to draw. Like it was still interesting. I was still listening to that same Surik video in the background. Um, and so I ended up doing a purple here just because I was like, and sure, like maybe that'll add some more contrast. It's still cool, but it's the issue is he already has like relatively dark hair, so I think if I wanted to do it, I could have given him lighter hair. Um, and I think maybe that would have been, I guess maybe that would have felt a little more impactful. Also, that I do think that the hat was just generally, I mean, just lazy at the end of the day. I mean, it's just because I couldn't tell what kind of hat he was wearing from the image that I was using as a reference, because it was like it wasn't quite a baseball cap, but it wasn't quite like a, I guess like a bucket hat. It was very, I guess the angle made it feel very hard to identify. And again, you can see here that like the actual shading isn't bad. Like that's not the problem. And so what I originally wanted to do is have the contrast be in the background, which once I started shading it, you'll see, because this coincided with in the video he talked about Toji from Jujutsu Kaisen, because he's obviously a big fan, right? Um, and so I thought of the scene of Toji like whenever in season two, where like they have him like distract the I don't know fuck, Mr. Hands, like whatever the idol transfiguration guy, Mahito. Yeah, that's Mahito, right? Or he distracts him and he's like a bunch of colors coming around him. I thought of that because I was like, okay, Toji's a jack dude, Sam Sulek's a jack dude, right? Like that was the connection I made in my head, and so I was trying to imitate that. But the issue is the reason why the colors in that work at least a lot better is because it's a very full image because his hands are fully spread out. Sam has arms very close in the reference image, and so it ended up being very hard. That and it just generally was going to be a pain in the ass to draw. Like again, I could act like I'm better than this, but like they, it was just kind of annoying. But, yeah. And again, I do wish that I did, I guess, put a little more effort into this picture because I do think the actual like Sam himself and like the line work was very good, but I think that the fatigue of being like a person did kind of catch up with me by the end of this drawing, because oddly enough, when you come back from work and the gym and yada yada yada, it is hard to end up churning out something like this because it's like you know I actually have to like think and use my creative brain, but like it's something I still want to do, so compromises and all that. But again, I think this was still good practice on anatomy. Um, like I do need to draw like more landscape drawings and more stuff like that. Just because I know that is like that's important, right? But it is it is generally like I think this was much more of a still learning how to draw from reference and really trying to get my like facial features down. And before I work on landscape because I think landscapes are just gonna be a lot easier to learn because it's basically just look at reference photo, draw some lines, Um, so that was basically what I was feeling. But yeah, so again, you can see that I did change him to like a human skin tone before the end of this, just so I was like, blue is. Because again, it's not even necessarily. Again, it wasn't like the blue was poorly shaded. It was just like, meh, you know. But yeah, so again, this was another example of me trying to work very quickly, and I think it very much pushed to test like my ability to be very, I guess, intentional with my drawings. I added the white just more as just a thing to add the contrast, and then of course I changed his hair to more of a brown. Even though I know his hair isn't that brown, it's just because the background's black. I had to emphasize the brown, so that was the rationale. But yeah, no, this was fun to draw. It was very I guess easy, if I'm being honest. But yeah, this was again, I don't know. I guess if Sam Everest does see this, shouts out you, dude. You're jacked. Wish I looked like you. You know, and your car talks get me through a whole lot of shifts at work because it sounds pretty interesting. Regardless, thank you all for watching. I hope you'll have an amazing rest of your day, night, or whenever. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.